Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Michael Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
Hey there, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Every week, I come into your life really to do three things, guys. I want to multiply your life. I want to multiply your money. I like clapping when I do it, Jack. I want to multiply your business. I'm keeping an upfront offensive posture today. Good afternoon, everybody. Lori Stye, Jason Connor, Kyle Hendricks, Ella, Chris Martinez. Okay, the purpose of Super Coach is to come into your life, really do three things. I want to multiply. I want to accelerate. I want to speed up. I want to help you grow. Like, that is the purpose of a good coach, right? A good coach can change your life. I believe everybody needs a good coach in their life. So Super Coach is my podcast every single week, basically on motivation, pick me up, activation of prey drive. How do you play at a higher frequency? Today I got a great topic for you, which is how to never place your confidence in another person's hands. Okay, you're out there watching the show today. I'm telling you guys, if you only knew how many people in a week I coach that have had, as Tim's story says, the shout knocked out of them. They were going on about life. They were going on, and then then something happened and boom, knocked them down. And so today, here's one of the main things that I see, just to be honest with you, is I see people get the shout knocked out of them. And here's the number one problem that they have is that they have placed their confidence in another person's hands. So today we're going to talk about how to stay true to your vision. We're going to talk about dreams and visions. The Bible talks about the young men had dreams and the old men had visions. I got Pastor Ken on here. He may correct me. Maybe it's the old man had dreams and the young man had vision. Right? Pastor, you could chime in on that one. I can't remember which one it is. But the young men had dreams and the old men had vision, or the young men had visions and the old men had dreams. But I want to teach you how to stay true to your dreams. I'm going to talk about the three brain abilities. I'm going to talk about noise and pollution to the mind, Kevin Jones. I'm going to talk about making a decision to go, man. Deciding, killing off that second option. And then I want to talk about understanding confidence, because I wrote a whole book on this, Brian Covey, called Swag, How to Build, Maintain, and Protect Your Confidence. And by the way, I wrote that as a result of losing every bit of my confidence. Somebody asked me yesterday on a podcast about a low moment in my life, like a low period in my life. Man, it's 25 years old. Clinically depressed, on antidepressants, couldn't get out of bed, threw up every morning, worked 18 hours a day to fight through it. And I was a motivated cat. Up until that point, I had seen depression, just to be honest with you, as a weakness. Like, I thought depressed people were weak people. Not when I went through that. So I write this book on confidence. So today I want to talk about never place your destiny in another person's hands. Never take your confidence and allow another person to control your confidence. And let me tell you why. Some days people are going to like you. Some days they don't. Many times their anger is not towards you. It's misdirected anger. They're taking their frustration out on you. You take it personal, okay? But it really ain't got anything to do with you. So I believe you have dreams. You have visions. When I wrote the book, Small Towns and Big Dreams, I said, man, I came from a small town, Susie Vargas, but I got a big dream. And I had a vision, okay? And the vision for me first was to be a championship women's basketball coach, to take a place that had never won. And I had this vision that we were going to take this place that had never won and we were going to create this championship culture. It lived, Richard Hodges, in one place, in my imagination. Your dreams live in your imagination. Your imagination is seeing the world with the mind's eye. It is applied imagination. It's like, hey, I got a dream. The dream lives here. You can't see my dream, by the way. I can't see your dream. Okay? I can't see your dream and you can't see my dream. Now, let me tell you why this is critical. If Jack, my videographer, can't see my dream, I can't blame Jack when I don't reach it, because he can't even see it. This is why I ask people when I speak, do you believe in your future? And I say, raise your hand if you believe in your future. I've never had a person tell me, no, I don't believe in my future. Every person says, I believe in my future. And I say, where does your future live? If you believe in it, where does it live? And they think for a minute, and then they think it's a trick question. They're like, well, it lives inside of me. No, it lives in your mind. It lives in your imagination. Right? So here's the deal. If I can't see it, if you can't see it, if your husband can't see it, if your wife can't see it, if your mom can't see it, your dad can't see it, you can't hold them responsible for it when you don't reach it. You have a dream. My first big dream was to be a championship basketball coach. Then I realized that dream. Then I wrote down on a board. I had a whiteboard in my old house, and I wrote down up there to become the next Covey. Dr. Stephen Covey was my mentor, and I literally wrote down, I was trying to think, like, what are my goals? What are my next goals in life? I've won a championship, right? I've written a best-selling book. I got a beach house. Like, I've accomplished some of these dreams and visions. And I literally wrote down on that board, I want to become the next Stephen Covey. Covey had sold The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He had helped millions of people. He deeply impacted me. That was my dream. Now, when I wrote the book, This Ain't No Practice Life, I said, look, there's a finite time to reach that dream on planet Earth. You don't have forever to reach the dream. You got X number of time on planet Earth to drive your dreams. Well, here's the problem, Dusty Durrell. You have a vision. It's called the 3 brain abilities. You have a vision of what you want to go do. Where did the vision come from? I think it came from God. You have a vision that's implanted inside of you, and you want to go do something big. But here's the deal. Your own brain begins to talk you out of the vision. So here's the 3 brain abilities. Vision 1, I want to go do this. I want to be the next Covey. I want to become a multimillionaire. I want to help 10 million people. I want to be a movie star. I want to be the number 1 person. I want to own passive income. I want to become whatever. That's a dream. That's a vision. Then your own brain starts talking you out of that vision, Donna Scott. Your own brain starts telling you why you can't do it. Well, you're not smart enough. Well, you're not good looking enough. Well, you don't have enough money. Like I see all these little country music singers that I help in Nashville that I see so much talent and potential in, and they're stuck playing on Broadway. They want to play the big stages, but they just can't figure out how to get to the other side. They got some knowledge, some skill, some desire, a lot of desire, some confidence, but they can't figure out how to manifest the dream. So they become frustrated musicians. They become frustrated. They know they should be playing at a bigger level, but they're not. So some of them, the problem is their confidence. They have placed their confidence in somebody else. Somebody else said you're not good enough. Somebody else said you can't sing well enough. Somebody else said you're not good looking enough. Somebody else said you wear the wrong clothes, right? Like you start kind of placing your future in other people's hands. Now that future is in danger. I was out walking last night, and I'm like, I made up my mind. I'm going. I'm not compromising. I'm not giving up on my dream. I'm not suppressing my drive. I'm going, man. I made a commitment to myself that I was going to be the next Covey, and I'm going to be the next Covey. You got to make up your mind. So the 3 brain abilities, I see it. The 2nd brain ability is I can't do it. That's where most people stop. That's where most people to stop. Pastor Ken said, write the vision down and make it plain so they can read it and run with it. That's exactly right, man. Write it down on a tablet. That's what it says in the Bible. And then run toward it. It don't say walk toward it. It says run toward it. We're going to church today, Pastor. I love it. It does say, it says in the Bible, write the vision down on a tablet and then run toward it. That's what the Bible says. So for you, have you written the dream down, and are you running toward it? Are you walking toward it? Some of you crawling toward it, man. You got that 2nd brain abilities. You can't do it, so you stop. You give up on your dream. Randy Gage does an incredible session over in another country about what happens when your dreams die. What happens when you give up on your dreams, Price? Right? And that's what he's talking about. So many people give up on their dreams. So they got brain ability 1, go. Brain ability 2, I can't go. The big time people fight through and get to brain ability 3, which is I'm going to use the hurt, the rejection, the negativity, the naysayers, the haters. I'm going to use all this as fuel to make a dream a reality. And I'm never going to place my destiny in another person's hands. That's what the big time people do. So we come back in segment 2. Okay. You got to make a decision to go, man. You got to make a decision to go. I'm doing a boot camp this Thursday, Friday. I got 50 people coming to the lodge. I'm doing a flip the switch boot camp in July. Okay, I'm going to have 30, 40, 50 people there. We're going to go. They made a decision to go. I love when a person calls me. There's no sale to make, by the way. They call me and say, look, I'm ready. I'm in. Put me in. Zach Raines, great example. I'm ready to play at a higher frequency, coach. Put me in. Go. They make a decision to leave their amateur desires behind. An amateur desire is wanting everybody to like you. An amateur desire is allowing other people to control you. An amateur desire is letting you affect me. You're not going to affect my confidence, man. I will not allow you to affect my confidence. So when we come back in segment 2, I'm going to talk about confidence is how do you build it? How do you maintain it? How do you protect it? How do you get it back once you've lost it? What erodes it? Okay? And then I'm going to show you some key steps toward the vision. Like it says in the Bible, man, write it down on a tablet and run toward it. That's what we got to do today. I'm Coach Michael Burt. You're watching Super Coach. I ask people all the time, do you have a selling system? And when I say those words, what comes to your mind? It's been an incredible day breaking down my legacy selling system, which is really a calculated and coordinated attack about customer generation, new leads, new business, feeding your pipeline. That's what today is about. When I come into the day, it's preset. I would never show up in a day not prepared. Big time people, this is the difference between an amateur and a professional. Amateurs come into the day with no plan. Then they're going to say, they got away from me. I hope people walk out of here on offense versus defense. I hope people come into every day planned out. Listen, today matters. Coming into the day with a plan, an offensive attack, customer generation, how to present ideas, how to bring people to a buying decision, how to build enthusiasm toward a close. Most people do not have a selling system. They don't have a prospecting system. That's what I want people to walk away with. All offense versus defense. Welcome back to Super Coach. James Jacoby, thank you for sharing the stream. If you like this, if you think it can help people, if you think, oh, Super Coach can help other people, Daniel Hodges, share it with other people, man. The best thing you can do is find your voice and then share it with other people. Give it away. Find it, develop it, give it away. Find it, develop it, give it away. I think that's what all the big-time people do. They find their voice in life. They develop their voice. Then they give it away to as many people as they can. Today we're talking dreams. We're talking how to never place your confidence in another person's hands. We're talking how dangerous it is, Michael Voss, James Voss, to give your future up to other people. You're going to hear a lot of noise, a lot of pollution, a lot of people telling you can't do it, a lot of people saying you're not good enough. You got to use it as fuel, man. You got to use it as fuel. So today we're talking confidence. Like confidence is what is it? It is the memory of success. It is an internal knowing that you can create or manifest. Something that you see where? In your imagination. Nobody can see it except you. It is your imagination. It is in the mind's eye. Money doesn't grow on trees. You ever heard that? You ever heard that? Money doesn't grow on trees? No, it grows in the garden of your imagination. You can dream it, you can go get it. That's what you got to start thinking. So confidence, memory of success. People that are not confident or insecure have a memory of failure. They got a different memory. I remember successful moments. You know why I got all these books behind me? Every time I'm doing a podcast, it reminds me. It reminds me of the success. It reminds me of I know how to do it. The reason I typically wear my championship ring is it reminds me of being a champion. The reason in my home office has got pictures of me speaking at 10X, it reminds me. The reason I got a replica of my airplane, my jet, is it reminds me I know how to get one of them jets. You need reminders. Success or confidence is the memory of success. Internal knowing, I know I can create or manifest something based on what? Repetition. So how do you build it? Repetition, role play, testing, practice, preparation. This is how you build confidence. You build confidence by working the muscle. When you work the muscle, you have an internal knowing. I can do this, man. Put me in, coach. I'm in the game. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to perform. Okay, you build confidence. The best way I know how to say it is by working the muscle. This is why you hear me say long obedience in the same direction. You work this long obedience in the same direction. You work this muscle day after day, year after year. The reps pile up until you got 10,000 hours of reps. And then you meet these people and you're like, dang, that dude's good. Dang, this person's good. You know why? They've been doing it for years. They're that 10-year overnight success story. So how do you protect confidence? I'm telling you, this is how you protect it. You make up your mind. This is a decision, a simple decision, that your confidence will never be predicated by another person. Okay? Your confidence will never be predicated by another person. Let's say I speak on Thursday and there's 50 people there. And 32 of them love it. 10 of them like it, right? And 8 of them don't like it. Does it affect my confidence? No, because my confidence ain't predicated by the people in the room. Many people, see, they would leave there and say, man, they didn't like me. Well, some people did like it, right? We had a team meeting yesterday. And I thought, man, that was a rough team meeting. My president this morning said, man, it's the best team meeting we've ever had. See? So my point is, when you, Jason Seiler, put your confidence in another person's hands, man, Lou Holtz said it best. What takes years to build up can take seconds to tear down. See, when you say you're in charge of my confidence, then what you're effectively doing is disempowering your own self and allowing another person to control you. Like I've let women control me. I've let successful people control me, right? I've let other people control me in my life. I've taken my confidence and given it to them. I ain't doing it anymore, man. I'm going all the way back to my vision. So how do you maintain confidence? You keep a routine. You have a rhythm in the morning. I talk a lot about this. You have a morning rhythm. You listen to something, you work out, you work the body, you work the mind, you work the heart, you work the spirit. You maintain confidence by working the rhythm. You hear T.D. Jakes talk about life happens in a rhythm. Your heart beats in a rhythm. When you get out of rhythm is when you get yourself in trouble. COVID-19 has bumped people out of a rhythm. And that's why a lot of people are in trouble. They haven't worked the muscle. They've allowed the muscle to atrophy. Working the muscle means every day. Like I was in our CRM system today, cold calling people. Just cold calling people. Just seeing, are they legitimate leads? Are they interested? Right? Some of them were, some of them weren't. You don't know till you work the muscle. I own the company, right? Very few people in a position like mine pick up the phone and make cold calls, sales calls. All right, but right? That's what I'm doing this morning. Cold calling, following up. Are you interested? How can I help you? Now, what erodes confidence, Charlie Davidson? What erodes confidence is not diversifying your confidence. See, I would never put all of my money in one place. A good financial advisor tells you to diversify your portfolio. Well, what I would tell you is you need to diversify your confidence. You need confidence in the body, confidence in the mind, confidence in the heart, confidence in the spirit, confidence in your vocation, confidence in your relationship. You need to feed your confidence every single day, okay? Because your confidence is real hungry. Now, one of the number one ways to protect your confidence is to have a coach. Every time in my life when I've gotten the best shape of my life, I had a coach. When I've written the best books, I've had a coach. When I've gotten the most media, I had a coach, right? When I'm like every single time in my life I've done something big, I've had somebody coaching me. Like I was here working with some gym owners yesterday, and I was talking about when I spoke at 10X, man, I was working out twice a day with a trainer. I was easily in the best shape of my life. Now I've got myself back in that great shape, but I'm telling you, you need a coach. We come back in the final segment. So I'm here to mentor you. By the way, I'm here to mentor you. I've got a 4-week mentoring program coming up. I've got Flip the Switch, which is 3 days with me at the lodge. I got Monster Producer. What I'm looking for is a few good men and women who are interested in getting better and interested in investing in themselves and playing at a higher frequency. It would be a shame for you to go at this alone, guys. I'm telling you. When we come back in segment 3, I'm going to talk about steps toward a vision and how to recalibrate once you've fallen off the wagon. Justin Potts, I'm here for you. What steps do you need to take toward the vision? Right? Write it down on a tablet and run toward it. How do you recalibrate once you've fallen off the wagon, guys? Because a lot of people fall off the wagon. Last night, I recommitted to my dreams. Out there in my parking lot, 9 o'clock, walking around my subdivision, listening to my music, and I'm like, I'm recommitting tonight. When I go in tomorrow, I'm going to be a brand new man. I ain't compromising anymore, guys. I'm going all the way. Now, you got to make up your mind if you're going to go with me. I'm Coach Michael Burt. Third segment coming up, guys. You're listening to Super Coach.
We're here at the Lodge in Christiana, Tennessee, and it's actually my first time here. Unbelievable vibes, unbelievable people here. And it's really cool being around some big players that are willing to invest in their business, in their lives. And I'm telling you, when you just get around this, there's literally no place like it. I mean, you can call it a retreat, or you can really call it a reboot. And you really will get rebooted, rejuvenated when you're around these type of big time players. And we're learning all kinds of things, how to level up in life, how to level up in your business. I mean, how to do the things that are gonna get you to the next level. And I believe that if you believe you need to be here, anything down here doesn't matter. Whether it's discomfort or consideration, whatever it is, you need to do what you need to do to get to that next level. And that's being around people, that's exchanging ideas, and that's just spending time away from the mundane, away from the busy. Whatever you're getting away from, it's so important that you get into these type of settings in order to really invest in yourself. Because I believe in going to these things, you're betting on yourself, you're investing in yourself, and that's how you're gonna level up. I've been coached by Coach for about a year and a half now. It's been unbelievable. I mean, just there's a mental level up that happens. You just start thinking on such a higher level. You dream bigger. You demand more of yourself. The investment becomes second nature. And being with Coach has been awesome. You know, he's coaching my team. It's stuff that literally, I'll be honest, I was hesitant about it at first. But being with him a year and a half, it was the best decision I ever made. And the cool part is I know it's just the beginning. I'm developing relationships, strategic partnerships, people I'm doing business with now. And it's just completely invaluable. You can't even put a price on it. Don't let pride or ego or consideration, anything prevent you from doing what's necessary for the growth that you know you need to have. Otherwise, you're really not going to have peace of mind knowing that you've done everything in your power to get to that level. So hopefully this encourages somebody, because this is awesome. And you need to be around people who think like you. And we talked about core values. You need to be around people that think the same way, that have the same core values. And it's just really a special place with special people. I'm looking forward to doing business with a lot of people here and continuing these relationships in the years to come.
Welcome back to Super Coach. I'm here at the Greatness Factory Studios. Today I'm talking about never place your destiny in another person's hands. Never allow your confidence to be predicated by other people. Man, we're on a roll today. When you take steps toward a vision, remember the vision is implanted in you. It's in the mind's eye. You see it. You have flashes of it. You see going there. My vision was becoming the next Covey. I wrote it down. Then I started asking these questions. Who can help me get there? Then I went to work on building my primary skill, knowing the content, working the muscle. Then I started building my network of people that I need to go. Then I started generating money and influence. Like, how do I generate money? Because I'm going to need money to go do this. I need money to purchase books. I need money to create. I need money to hire people. I need money to expand. I need, like these are the steps. Here's what I want to do. That's my vision. Who can help me? Let me go to work on my skill, because I need a world-class skill. I need to build networks who want the skill. Then I need to generate influence and affluence from those people. Like, I need to be working around people who have access to other people. And then, guys, I need to take daily steps toward the vision. It is the 20-year overnight success story. You don't start and it happened. Like I tell my media team in New York City every day, I'm like, man, I gotta get there. I gotta become known. I gotta become famous. I gotta get on the big stage. They're like, you're doing it. I'm like, I ain't doing it fast enough. I ain't doing it fast enough, guys. So, what happens when you fall off the wagon, guys? What happens? You're taking daily steps. You're working the muscle. You get out of rhythm. You fall off the wagon. You got to have something that activates your prey drive. Sometimes for me, activating that prey drive is a challenge, or something that comes along that punches you. Somebody comes along that doesn't believe in you. Something comes along that frustrates you. Some conflict that you have. Conflict is necessary for expansion. I'm going to write a book on that at some point. You have a conflict come along, Chad Williams, and it wakes you up. You have an indignation. Person comes along and makes fun of you. Person comes along and says you're not good enough. Like, these are necessary things, in my opinion, to reactivate the prey drive. Once you've fallen off the wagon toward the vision, like I had forgotten, for some reason, I was coming in doing my deal every day, and I had forgotten my vision. Like, I want to be the next Dr. Stephen Covey. My buddy Tim Story said, you're the modern day Covey. You're a dynamic Covey, coach. Right? Like that breathes some life into my dream again. It's like, oh man, he sees that. My buddy Tim Story sees that in me. So my point is, we need things to recalibrate because we kind of give up on our dreams. And Randy Gage does that great session on what happens when your dreams go to die. Where do your dreams go to die? And so when you think about this, you got to be reminded, what's the vision? Where am I going? How am I trying to get there? Like I put my confidence in other people's hands. I put my confidence in the economy. I put my confidence in a person. I put my confidence in a team of people. I put my confidence in, right? Like I need to be reminded that I got to push this thing to make it go. Right? I need to be reminded. Last night I was reminded. I left frustrated. I went home frustrated. I walked around my subdivision for 2 or 3 miles, and I was reminded. It's like God said, no, this is the plan, man. Stick to the plan. This is the vision I've implanted in you. So I was reminded. Now I got to make a decision to go. Now I got to come back and rally the troops, which is what I did this morning in our team meeting. Guys, we're going. I know you can't see it every day. I know it gets discouraging, but we are going to the top of the mountain. So get on board. Now, if you want to go to the top of the mountain with me, it's real simple. Get in Monster Producer so I can coach you. Come to one of my boot camps. I've got Flip the Switch coming up, which is going to be incredible around my new book I'm writing. That's 3 days with me at the lodge. I mean, intense days. Ideal for the 18 to 35-year-old. If you got a kid, a worker, a high potential, they need to be at that boot camp. That's the only thing I know how to tell you, man. It's $500, 3 days with me. What we've lost is mentoring. What we've lost is that idea of mentoring and being coached by somebody for 3 intense days. That's coming up. Flip the Switch, July 17th through the 19th at the lodge. Get your kids there. Get your workers there. Get your friends there. Get your boyfriend there. Get your girlfriend there. Like 40 people is all I'm taking, man. 3 days with me. One of the days, Jack, is 8 to 8, man. I'm starting at 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to 8 p.m. that night. I'm going to give them 12 straight hours. Tony Robbins ain't got anything on me, man. He goes long. I love Tony Robbins. Now, here's my point. I got $1 Million Mentoring. That's a 4-week course I'm doing. I got the Flip the Switch. I got Monster Producer. These are things that are coming up that I want you to be involved in. And I'm telling you, you send me some people, I'm going to send them home 3 times better. No, did I say 3? 10 times better. Brian Truman, you send me some folks, I'm going to send them home way better than what they sent them. Okay? So, great show today. Never allow your confidence to be predicated by other people. Take your dream back. Be reminded what your dream is. Use the frustration to do something bigger, guys. Like, this is all a good thing. Conflict is necessary for expansion. I'm Coach Michael Burt. Every week, super coach, speeding up the cycle to your success, multiplying your life, multiplying your money, multiplying your business. You guys have a great week.
Today was a referrals intensive. I believe referrals is when great people tell other great people how great you are, but we don't think about referrals enough. We don't ask for referrals. We don't have a plan to get referrals. All right, let me go back to something. A few things I've said today. Between stimulus and response is a space, and in that space lies our ability to choose our response. All we can control is our stimulus. We cannot control their response. The whole intention of today was to really break down the anatomy of a referral, the psychology of advocacy, how to build out a referral plan, and ultimately how to generate 125 referrals in the next 90 days. If you want to get a significant lift in your business, it is not as complicated as you think. It is literally just filling the missing structures that you have. And one of the biggest missing structures is service after the sale, engagement after the sale. I thought today was a major success. These are many things every team needs to be doing, including mine. So these are one-day events we do at the lodge or at the Greatness Factory. They're called intensives, where I go 4 to 5 to 6 hours on one concept. So great audience, great energy. Thought the content was good. I feel very pleased that we got people to a better place today. 16% is the number you need to remember. For every 30 people you talk to, 4.8 will be interested immediately. For every 350, it's 52.8. So you got to go after a whole bunch of people to get the right people. That's what you got to remember. So 125 will get you 20 new deals if you do it right. And that's how much money you'll make as a result of today's workshop.